Hey guys, what's up? It's Loki. Time for another Isaac run, and you know what we're gonna do this time? We're actually gonna be trying Isaac Was Good today again. I know, it's been quite a while since I've tried this challenge. Haven't been able to beat it, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be playing it. And the reward from beating this challenge is actually just the counterfeit penny, which isn't all that great. But basically what this is you start out with flight, well you start out with the Halo, and you start out with Holy Grail. Holy Grail is flight plus a heart container, and Halo is all stats up. Although I think there's a couple stats that Halo doesn't actually get up, like it doesn't increase your shot speed or something like that, but it's almost all stats up basically. And yeah, in this challenge you basically have to beat the devil without any item rooms. That's really the only disadvantage that you have. Everything else is exactly like the normal run. And it's not the easiest thing in the world, because I've tried this challenge about 5 times so far, I want to say. Haven't been able to win yet, so I'm hoping that eventually that will happen. But yeah, I mean, you start out with Isaac, so unfortunately no D6. If you got a D6, that would be awesome, but you don't. So again, like the whole thing with pin, I mentioned in a video a while ago, like you can one-hit pin with a bomb, but I've never been able to figure out the trick to do it. Every single time I place a bomb, I always miss pin. I've tried like 10 times. I haven't yet been unable to hit pin with a single bomb. They always either explode way too early, or I just place them in the wrong spot. So I don't know how to do it basically, which makes this boss fight take a lot longer than I wish it would. But maybe I'll figure out the trick someday today. If you have any suggestions of exactly how to kill pin with bombs, please leave them, because I have no idea how to do it. Like, do you place them a certain way, or I don't know. Pin, like, sometimes he seems to go straight towards you, and sometimes he doesn't, so I don't know if there's like a specific pattern to the way he moves. But basically in this challenge, it's very, very important that, especially since you start out with some extra heart containers, you really want to be not taking any red heart damage on floors. I'm going to try my best, knowing that it's me. I think it's pretty unlikely that I'm going to go floors without taking red heart damage. I probably will take lots of red heart damage. But Curse Room, which I can go in for the exchange of only half of red heart, that's definitely worth it. And, well, I did get some soul hearts, which is great. That means I won't... Well, if I don't take any red heart damage all of next floor, I will get a devil room or an angel room. Actually, since I already have 2 angel room items, I think the odds for an angel room are even more common. And the game just screwed me and wasted one of my keys, so that's a bit sad. But yeah, I mean, if I can get a devil or angel room, you know, again, since there's no item rooms, it's very, very important to get those devil or angel rooms. You know, even without item rooms, I don't think that's the biggest drawback in the world, because I've found like most of the more powerful items in the game, you don't get them from item rooms. You mostly like get them from devil or angel rooms. Like when I win getting super overpowered items, it's very, very rarely because I found any of those items in an item room. I think the only really overpowered item that you can find in item rooms is Polyphemus, but other than that, it's all like devil and angel rooms where you get the brimstones and sacred hearts, or a curse room, and you can get, you know, the mark, damage ups, stuff like that. So luckily, thankfully, I got another key to make up for the one that I wasted on the shop this floor. Although keys aren't nearly as important again, because there are no item rooms in this run. Very nearly got hit by that tear shot there, but was able to avoid. I haven't taken damage yet this floor. Again, if I take soul heart damage, that's completely fine. It's just red heart damage, which lowers your deal with the devil chance, which is good that I got soul hearts earlier, because that means, you know, for the most part, I do get hit on the boss, I would say. So it's going to be good that I can possibly avoid some of the damage to the boss. And the secret room ended up to have a lot of sense in it, which is good, which means that key that I used on the shop is not a complete waste. And I will be able to go into the shop and buy the treasure map. And I would really like that soul heart as well, just to make sure that I don't take any damage, red heart damage on this floor. So if I get 1 more cent, I'll go back and I will purchase that soul heart. So far though, I mean, it's just the basement 2. Basement 2, I believe, I'm pretty sure about this, it is guaranteed for a devil or angel room if you don't take any red heart damage. And there's like 1 or 2 other floors that are guaranteed as well. I know depths 2 is also guaranteed, but since you know, you can't access a devil or angel room after the mom's fight unless you teleport out, it's not really. And I think caves 2 is guaranteed in that same way, you know, like as long as you don't take any red heart damage, you will get a devil or angel room. So I mean, that's kind of my objective. That's pretty much like the only way I think I have a good shot of winning this challenge, because of course, again, if you get a whole ton of health upgrades, and then like get Guppy's Paw later on in the game, that's like a really good way to do well in this challenge as well because you start out with so much health. So for example, if I was to run into Guppy's Paw, I would definitely purchase that. I may or may not use that right away, I don't know. Okay, so this is a bit of an annoying room, but there is a golden chest, and golden chests usually don't, but can have health upgrades in them, and even items like Tammy's head. You know, Tammy's head is probably like the most common item from an actual gold chest. At least it's by far the most common item that I get from gold chests. And there is another scent, so that means, oh, and this hopper turned into a fire hopper. So I got hit a couple times on that floor, but luckily didn't take any red heart damage still. And we do get some money and bombs from that golden chest. I will probably be opening every single golden chest I come across, providing that I have a steady diet of keys that keeps up. And I will go back and I will purchase this soul heart. So now I have a 5-hit cushion that I can take before I take any red heart damage. Because unfortunately I lost an entire soul heart that last room because of the fire hopper and the pink hopper. Some of those hoppers are annoying. Like, rooms that have hoppers and fires in them are just not a good time. Never ever a good time. Okay, so this room should be fairly easy. I should be able to again avoid taking any damage during this room. Especially if you can, like, you just want to like kill one of them and then you can just outrange the other guy. You can just stand up here and then he can't shoot at you because he can't see you. Alright, so we head into the boss with 5 soul hearts, 5 damages that I can take, and it is Monstro here, so I don't think the odds of me taking an entire, well, his tiers do a full damage, every single tier, so, but still, the odds of me getting hit 3 times, I'd say, are fairly low since it is Monstro. And again, I have had a damage up because, like, I had an all stats up with the halo that you start with, which means, you know, Isaac's base damage isn't great, but with this item you have a full damage up, so that helps a bit. And I did indeed get the Devil Room. I was kind of hoping for an Angel Room, but Devil Room works as well. High Priestess is great. Ace of Spades is also great. I'll open that golden chest, get a little bit more money. Have nearly enough money for the shop on the next floor. I don't know if I want to take this pill, but you know, I'm a risk taker. I always take pills. Tears down. Well, that's effectively a damage down, which is effectively like the worst pill in the game. And we do run into Guppy's Paw. Alright. That was really stupid. So I'm going to go ahead and take that. I'm not going to use it right away, but as soon as I don't know, as soon as I get another couple health upgrades, I'll go ahead and use that. But yeah, I don't want to be living off of soul hearts yet. And also, like, if I run into any blood banks or anything like that, that's the reason why I'm not using it right away, but I don't have any other spacebar items to take, so I might as well take Guppy's Paw along with me. And this is going to be amazing late game. Unfortunately, we do have Curse of Darkness this run, so that's kind of annoying, but there is a shop here that I definitely want to access, and if I could pick up like a blue candle or something, that would be awesome. I would just go ahead and live on soul hearts for the rest of the run if I ran across a blue candle, so that's kind of what I'm hoping for. But we'll see. Challenge room here, just for a gray chest. I don't think that's worth it. I will go ahead and open up the shop and find that the only thing in there is a ladder, and I don't really want that, but I will take this soul heart. And I'm not going to take that key again because there's no item rooms in this challenge, so I mean the key could be nice eventually later on in the game. The odds are is I probably won't need it. So I'm pretty much just off in search of my boss room now. Again, I really don't like Curse of Darkness, so I want to get out of this floor as soon as possible. It would also be awesome if I could get like another tears up. I know I already have had a tears up once in this game, but then I had the tears down, which kind of ruined it, left a bad taste in my mouth, so we'll see. Again, tears up is tears down pills are basically like a damage down, because, you know, debatably the worst pill in the game. Some people say health down is the worst pill in the game. I really don't like health down because I'm a huge proponent of health. You know, health can work many wonders, especially when you have Guppy's Paw. Health can absolutely be wonderful late in the game. Unfortunately, I don't have the Polaroid unlocked, so I won't be getting that. Magician, I'll just use that because it's a terrible card. And we'll proceed on with the High Priestess, which is a much better card than the Magician is, in my opinion at least. I mean, that could be debated, but the High Priestess does, like, a lot of damage. It calls down Mom's foot to stomp on an enemy. You know, you usually want to use that on a boss on the floor. It does a lot of damage. I'm not exactly sure how much, but against a lot of bosses, it'll take away, like, a third of their HP, so that's pretty good. Getting some more sense, which is going to be nice if I want to explore the shop, like, next floor. And I gotta say, like, out of all the runs that I've done of this challenge so far, this may be the best one yet. And who knows, we may be able to turn this into something. I can say it probably increased in skill level just as a general Isaac gameplay standpoint, a lot since the last few times I tried this challenge. And I'm up to 12 cents now. I would like to find the secret room again on this challenge. I mean, I always like finding the secret room, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. Due to the fact that, I mean, it's just Curse of Darkness. It's a lot harder to find the secret room on floors that are Curse of Darkness, but I could check here, because this is a likely location for a secret room. So I'll smack a Bob now there and see if I can't make something happen. And indeed, I do find the secret room, and it's just Bob's Rotten Head, which seems to be an incredibly common drop from secret rooms. I'm not exactly sure why it's so common from secret rooms, but it really is. And it's annoying, because it's not a very good item. I don't like getting Bob's Rotten Head. I much prefer not having that item rather than, you know, finding it in the secret room. So, we've cleared out the floor. I don't think I've really taken much damage yet, so I'll just go ahead and call down Mom's Foot Stomp on Gertie at the very start and end up doing like half of his health already, so, you know, great so far. Unfortunately, I don't have any orbitals. You know, I would really like to have possibly pick up some orbitals sooner rather than later, you know. Maybe meet a horseman boss. Getting a couple horseman bosses is really, really nice for a run. And it looks like Gertie, I'll be able to do this fight without even being hit at all, not taking any red heart or soul heart damage. And we'll beat this floor. Unfortunately, I had no deal with the devil. That really sucks because I didn't take any red heart damage that entire floor, so I had a really good shot for deal with the devil. And I am not going to take that shot speed increase. Effectively the worst item in the game, because it actually, in many cases, is a bad thing to take a shot speed increase. Because it makes, the main reason I don't take it, there's multitudes of reasons why shot speed is bad, but the main reason I don't take it is, as you can see, like I kind of tilt around the screen, my shots go in a pattern. It's a lot harder to do that, which means like if you come across rooms where monsters are trapped behind rocks, sometimes you can kind of like get some diagonal shots in there and try to hit them that way. And it's a lot harder to do that when you have shot speed. So that's the main reason that I personally don't like shot speed, but there's other reasons to not like it as an item itself. And again, we are on the caves too, which I believe is a guaranteed deal with the devil floor if in fact you don't take any red heart damage. So that's going to be my objective this floor, is not taking any red heart damage. And oh my goodness, getting just absolutely trolled by these Larry Juniors here. Like I went into that corner and then of course they had to drop poops in that corner and like trap me. I could have just like stayed in the middle here, I guess, where they can't get at me, but that's kind of a cheesy and slow way to deal with the Larry Juniors. So unfortunately I took like a soul heart and a half of damage. This floor, maybe we can hopefully still get red heart damage. I guess I could just like, the problem is, oh, Joker. Okay, well I'm just gonna use that straight away. And we in fact get Krampus. I was gonna say like, Krampus is actually pretty good. He's not a very fun fight, especially when you don't have amazing damage like I do right now. But what Krampus is gonna drop for me is a lump of coal. And the lump of coal is gonna increase my damage over range. So like, the longer my tears are in the air, the more damage the lump of coal will do. And this means I don't have to worry about taking damage the rest of the floor. Well, I mean, it's probably good to worry about not taking damage the rest of the floor because it's just a good overall thing to not take damage, but it's not going to change my drop rate for like a deal with the devil now. But I mean, overall, this is a pretty good devil room. Like, I could have run into a devil room and it could have been like Monster Manuel and Brother Bobby, you know, and that's just like a complete waste of a devil room. So overall, it can be a lot worse. But now that I have found Krampus, it's going to be a really important thing to make sure I get some range ups, because you definitely, this is another thing, this is another reason not to get shot speed. I was talking about reasons not that why shot speed is bad. Lump of coal, if you get that from Krampus, shot speed makes your shots stay in the air less time because your shots travel faster. So it makes the lump of coal less effective. So, you know, there's another reason why you never want to take shot speed upgrades. And I think in the future I'm probably just going to be leaving them on the ground or re-rolling them if I have the D6 every single time. Never going to be taking them. Actually, I'll probably take stem cells, which is a shot speed up, but it's also a health up. So I value health ups very, very highly. You know, not everyone does. There's some people that, you know, will skip out on health ups if it can benefit them in some sort of other way. But I'm not one of those people. I will always take health ups in every situation. So I don't know whether to go straight for the boss. You know, I could go for the shop, but I think the odds are that the shop is very, very likely going to be greed. So if I do end up finding the boss room before I find the shop, I'm just gonna go ahead and go in the boss room, because, you know, yeah, it's going to be greed in the shop, like 90% chance, because I've opened 2 shops already, haven't been greed, I have a decent amount of money. Well, we could just use the hermit, which I'll go ahead and do, and it's actually not greed in the shop, so I wasn't expecting that, but I will go ahead and take Mom's coin purse. Is this a bad idea? Possibly. Bombs are key. Well, that doesn't help at all. I'm going to take the other bombs are key to turn my bombs back. Hopefully this is a good pill. Tears up. That makes up for the tears down. And this will be range up. Okay, so actually that turned out to be a pretty good thing. And I bought the card as well, which is strength, which is a great card. So, very, very helpful. I'll use it on some sort of later boss fight, but it increases your health and damage for 1 room. You don't get to keep the health, but for 1 room at least. It is a health increase. So I think overall that was a great shop, and, you know, one of the better Mom's coin purses I've had, with Isaac at least. Of course, like, if you're Kane, or if you have the luck foot, or if you have the PhD, you always want to take Mom's coin purse. It's great. But with any other character, not nearly as much. So unfortunately I don't have much money to actually spend in the arcade, but I might as well go in here, and I will just put a couple cents into these slot machines, you know, just to see. You know, I don't know what else I would do with the cents, and the odds are that the next shop or 2 are have a very, very high chance of actually being greed. So I'm gonna go and blow that up and blow you up. I have a couple more cents to spend. One thing that I could do is I could play all my money on this blood bank, and then if it doesn't pay out, I could use the Guppy's Paw, but I don't know if I actually want to go into the living off soul hearts just yet. I might want to wait until I'm low health just from, like, actually doing floors, and then use Guppy's Paw. So I don't think I'm going to do that yet, although that might be smart. The main reason for that is just, I guess, seeing if I couldn't get myself a blood bag payout, but there's also, you know, a pretty decent chance that I wouldn't get a blood bag payout, so I just played it a couple times, and because it doesn't matter if you play the blood bank once you've already found the devil room. Of course, it does lower your devil room chance, and we get a tears up hill. That's awesome. There's no point in going in this room because it's not going to be the boss, so it looks like the boss is probably going to be down this long windy path at the very end, which often happens. Free key, I'll take that. We'll see what's in here. Probably nothing good. Yeah, just a gray chest. You guys know me, I never do gray chests. Great chest challenge rooms. I found like 3 rooms in a row with no enemies in them and good things. Like, I found a room with just a key in it, a room with 4 bombs in it, a room with what was that other one? Oh, it had the tears up hill in it. I'm really liking the layout of these rooms so far. This is absolutely great. So I will just keep the constant fire stream in here so I can take out everything other than the host, and then as soon as he pops up I can take him out. Alright, so that's a pretty good room, especially with the ability to fly. With the ability to fly, I don't know, like, I love the ability to fly. It's so good. Everything about it is just amazing. And I gotta say, like, my damage output is actually quite good now that I have the lump of coal. As you can see, like, I fire the tears and they get bigger as they travel across the room. And now that I got that range up, that helps a lot. And, like, my tears have been increased 3 times now. I've only had 1 tears down. 2 tears up hills and the wire coat hanger, and only 1 tears down. So my shot speed, well, not my shot speed, but the speed of which my shots leave my face is actually, like, really good right now. So I will go into the boss room now, and I guess I might go ahead and use this strength card, unless it's like an incredibly easy boss, but it is Chubb, so I don't know. Strength card kind of feels like a waste to use against Chubb. I want to save that in case I find a really annoying boss later. I haven't even hit Chubb yet, though, which is kind of annoying. I'm gonna laugh when I get like a deal with the devil on his floor and I've already killed Krampus, because if I do get a devil room, well, I will get a devil room, I think, because I haven't taken any red heart damage yet this floor. But when I get that devil room, it'll just be the empty Krampus room that I've already defeated, unfortunately. I wish, like, if you got a devil card and then you additionally earned a deal with the devil from your boss, that you could actually get like 2. That would be awesome. I mean a Joker card, not a devil card. There is a devil card in the game, but it does something completely different. So unfortunately, Chubb ran into me because I don't have the best speed during this run exactly. And when you have kind of lower speed, okay, I did take red heart damage here. When you do kind of have a bit lower speed, like I do, Chubb can be kind of difficult to dodge sometimes. But hopefully we'll get a health up from him. That's really all I was hoping for. That's awesome. That helps a lot more with Guppy's Pot later. And again, the devil room is just that empty Krampus room that I already emptied out. So unfortunately, you can't get 2 devil rooms in one go. Okay, so we got Curse of the Lost, which is not good. I would have actually liked to get Curse of the Labyrinth, which would have made this an XL floor, but Curse of the Lost, all that does is it just makes the floor bigger. It doesn't give you, you know, like the ability to fight 2 boss rooms on one floor, which is actually really awesome and I enjoy a lot. So hopefully this floor doesn't turn out to be bad. I don't know if I actually want to visit the shop or not. Well, there's a slot machine here. I'm not going to bother with that. So where is the boss fight going to be? I think the most likely, oh my goodness, room with 4 green heads in it. I'm just going to use the strength card on this room. I think the most likely location for the boss fight is going to be on this lower path here. So that's the first place where I'm going to be going down. And I really hope that I don't find too many more rooms like this one here with green heads in them, because they're very, very annoying. I do have enough money to access the shop if I run across it, but I think I would much, much rather just fight the boss and head out of here, because it's going to be greed in the shop, in all honesty, and I don't really want to deal with greed. So it turns out that the boss room is not down here, even though this was what looked like the most likely location of where the boss could be. Sometimes you can kind of judge where the boss is just by looking at the map layout, because the boss has to have 2 rooms like consecutively in a row and have an end. It can't be like a branch off, if that makes sense. It's probably a little bit confusing, but so one location where the boss could be is down here in this room, but that's not going to be there, so I'm just going to use my bomb to escape. I would rather not deal with that room right now. It could additionally be like down the end of this path here, I think. So let's explore down here, see if the boss isn't down here. And this room isn't too bad if you have the ability to fly. Without the ability to fly, it's a little bit annoying, but with the ability to fly, well, with the ability to fly, like, it's amazing. Any room with spikes in it all of a sudden just becomes a piece of cake. I love flight so much. It's like my favorite, you know, upgrade in this game. And we get a card to replace the one that we lost, and we'll just go ahead and use that. So the shop is down that way, but now that shows me where the boss room is, so I don't have to mess around on this floor anymore. I think I'd much, much rather put my money into this machine. See if I can, another world card. Well, that's going to be handy on next floor, unless I pick up another card that I really want. But I'll definitely keep that world card, which would be great. And what's this card? Please be Hierophant. The Hermit. Well, I could teleport to the shop. Let's go ahead and do that, even though I pretty much knew it was going to be greed. Oh well, you know, just for that tiny chance that it isn't greed. Because, like, every single time it's like a 50% chance to find greed or something like that if you have already found a shop without greed. I don't know exactly how it works, but I was able to take 0 damage during this floor, which is great. And I also got a key, and I also got a little bit more money that I can put into that fortune teller machine. So I am just good. Oh, actually, put some money into this guy. That wasn't such a bad thing, wasn't it? If you would pay out with either a compass or a health upgrade, either of those would just be so great right now. Compass or health upgrade, man. I'll take either one. Health upgrade, perfect. Sounds great to me, and that's, of course, an additional 3 soul hearts. 3 soul hearts once I end up using Guppy's Paw, so I'm absolutely loving that. And this room is a little bit difficult, a little bit tricky to navigate. I did get hit there, but there is a red heart just back a little ways in the previous room, which I should be able to replace the health that I lost. So let's get them all firing in one direction. And yeah, both of you champions fire in one direction, and then I'll be able to take you out pretty easily. One final champion to take out. That wasn't the worst thing in the world, and we did get a soul heart from that room, which is awesome, and all that we lost is a red heart. And we get an Emperor card, which is absolutely great, especially later on in the game. So if I could save that Emperor card, I'll definitely be taking this Emperor card with me. If I could save this Emperor card for, like, I don't know, if I could save it for the devil, that would be absolutely awesome. Okay, so we did get Crystal Ball. I will use that, and it'll give me an additional card, which is Death. And I think I will, I don't know if I want to just go ahead and eat Guppy's Paw. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and eat up all of Guppy's Paw, so I'm on a ton of soul hearts now. I'll take this Crystal Ball with me, and that will be able to replenish soul hearts as I continue. And I'll take the Death card. I will be back for the Emperor card. I'll just use the Death card right away. Actually, you know, now that I think of it, I should have gotten some of these guys destroyed down a little bit more before I used the Death card, but oh well. And so now, you know, I'm not going to be able to recover any red hearts if I take red heart damage. And the main reason I did that is I just wanted the crystal ball to take with me, because that's going to reveal the map on Necropolis 2. It's going to reveal the map on Womb 1 and Womb 2. And on the Devil floor, I will be able to take the Emperor with me, so I'll just be able to go straight for the boss. But overall, like, the crystal ball will also give me some soul hearts. Each time you use it, it pays out with either a soul heart or a card, but I think it's much more likely to pay out with soul hearts. But either one, it's actually it's a great item, I think. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to pick up any shop items that help it recharge faster. If I had like 9 volt or Nun's Habit or the battery or something, it would have been even better. But either way, it should be able to get me a few extra soul hearts, which is the main thing that I want, because, you know, I am living completely off of soul hearts now. So, you know, I'm kind of wishing I could have saved Guppy a little bit longer. But so, take our Ace of Spades. Which way I want? A few more card drops, or 15% of boss health gone. I think I'd rather just, I have fairly good damage as it is, so I think I'd rather just stick with what I have right now. So the boss that we find is Carrion Queen, one of the worst bosses in the game in my opinion, because you can only hit her in the butt, kind of like the boss Mask of Infamy, but she's basically a Chub clone. You can also drop bombs, and she can swallow them bombs, and it will hurt her, so them bombs. I can't believe I said that. I sound like such a redneck saying that, of course. But, you know, overall, she's just kind of an annoying boss, but I do have lots and lots of bombs, so maybe I could use that to get a bit of damage off on her. There you go, just stay exactly like that. And then she goes into like this really annoying pattern where it's difficult to hit her, because like she's going side by side and dropping these red poops. And again, if you run into these red poops, I don't know why I said again, because I hadn't said that yet. It's the first time I said that. But if you run into the red poops exactly like I did right there, because I wasn't paying attention, they do damage you, so they're really annoying to deal with. But hopefully I'll get like, well, you know, what I'm hoping for boss drop wise was the pentagram, is what I was going to say. But instead I get a health upgrade. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go back for Guppy's Paw, and I'm going to go ahead and eat this health upgrade, and then I'll proceed on. Why are these red... Apparently the red poops spawn themselves again. You destroy them and they just pop right up again. Kind of like... I don't know what that's like, but that's annoying. But yeah, let's go back, use Guppy's Paw to eat this heart, and I'll just go ahead and waste the world because I don't want it. And we'll proceed down to the next floor with the Emperor card in tow. So hopefully I will be able to save that Emperor card all the way until, well, until the Devil Room, Shield. And that will just make things a lot easier for me. And we get Curse of Darkness. Oh, this sucks. Especially when I have the Crystal Ball, which would be able to reveal the entire map for me. This is so annoying. How I had to, you know, spawn with Curse of Darkness here, but it is what it is. But I think this is by far the best position I've ever looked in for this challenge. So I'm actually, you know, going in with some pretty high optimism here of actually being able to win this challenge. And I get a item from my crystal ball there, so a soul heart from my crystal ball. It's kind of tempting just to like go ahead and use the Emperor card here, because that's honestly how much I hate Curse of Darkness. And you know what? This is probably going to feel like such a waste, but I am just going to go ahead and use the Emperor. I apologize for anyone that like gets mad, but I don't want to deal with Curse of Darkness right now, and I will be able to reveal every single floor in the future with my crystal ball, so it's not the worst thing in the world. I gotta say, unfortunately I don't have any orbitals, so I'm not going to be able to like block any tears, which is really annoying, but it is what it is. At least we got a Red Mom fight. Red Mom is the easiest out of the 3 moms, with Blue Mom being the most difficult, and the regular Mom, I guess she's kind of like Tan Mom, I don't know, Skin Color Mom, her being the easiest one. I don't know how I got hit by that. I have no idea, in all honesty, but either way, you know, not really a very difficult fight here, because almost all, the only thing that she really does is stomp and shoots out those 3 tears, which hit me every single time, because I'm bad at this game. So I've taken like, I don't even know, 3 hits. Luckily they were by Mom's tears and not by Mom's foot, so I believe Mom's tears only do half of a heart of damage. Every single time they hit me, oh, it's so annoying. I believe Mom's tears only do half a heart of damage. I could be wrong about that, but I would get another health upgrade, which is okay, but it's only 1 red heart, so it's not that great. I would have much preferred, like, I would, like, instead of a health upgrade, it would have been a lot better if I could have got, like, the pentagram, really, you know, or a damage up, some sort of damage up. You know, in this situation, that's a lot more helpful, because just one heart, especially when I can't replenish it because I'm going to be losing my soul hearts before I lose my red hearts. You know, one red heart, that's only one more hit that I can take. That's not really very helpful. But early on in the game, of course, they're very helpful. When we get an Emperor's card, again, like with my Ace of Spades, we kind of wasted that Emperor card a little bit, but at the same time, I should be able to use the Emperor's card a lot. So, well, I mean, use this Emperor's card to speed up boss fights and stuff, and I should be able to get a lot more drops. And there is a golden chest. And again, in the womb, when you open up a challenge room, even if it's just a regular old challenge room, instead of fighting monsters, you fight 2 bosses, and it's something, and then it's Loki. I don't remember what the first boss is, but again, I'm kind of not in the best situation health-wise. I do have a lot of hearts, but I can't replenish those hearts very easily if I end up losing them. So I think it's in my best interest to, you know, the golden chest is probably just going to have, like, some money or bombs in it or keys, you know, and that's not helpful at all. So I think I'd rather not go for that challenge room. And again, like, taking damage on the womb is really bad, because every single time that you take damage, it is a full heart of damage. So if I had spectral tears, this room would be so much easier, but I don't, unfortunately. But I can, like, take a few shots and then just, like, pop behind this rock again, and they can't hit me. So that might be a good strategy of how to not take very much damage, because, like, their shots can't travel through the rocks, and neither can mine, unfortunately. Again, no spectral tears. Spectral tears is awesome when you do have it, though. It makes it so much easier to dodge enemies. Okay, one of them down, one to go. You're dead too. Couple more rooms, and then I'll have my crystal ball recharged. And once my crystal ball is recharged, I will be able to see exactly where the boss room is, which will be great. Again, crystal ball is super underrated item. It's so good. It's kind of like the compass, even though you have to wait a few rooms to use it for the recharge. But along with being the compass, essentially, it also gives you, like, soul hearts and cards. It's just a great item. I absolutely love having it. I'm very glad I picked that up. Unfortunately, the machine that I used to get the crystal ball, like, broke right away, so I wasn't really able to play the machine much for soul hearts. And hey, we found the boss right away, so I don't even need the crystal ball to tell me where the boss is. So that was a pretty good, you know, I don't want to say lucky, because I had a pretty good idea of where I was going just looking at the map layout. I had a good feeling that the boss room would be down here, but it ended up indeed being down there, which is great. So I'll use my crystal ball anyway to get a soul heart payout, hopefully. Please be a soul heart. Yes, it was. And what is this card? Strength. Do I want strength or the Empress? I know both of them increase your damage. I don't know which one increases your damage more, but I do know Empress increases your speed more. And you don't really need speed for Mom's Heart, but speed can be handy for dodging on some bosses. But yeah, so I'll just go ahead and use the Empress here. Have a decent amount of knockback, which is nice for this boss especially, and since we have the ability to fly, we can dodge. Like, Conquest is a horrible boss, and it's never ever good to get Conquest, but I was gonna say at least, since I have all this knockback, and since I have the ability to fly, I can just stand on rocks here, which means I can't be hit by his, like, white beams from heaven attack. That can't hit me. I was going to say the knockback should keep me safe on his charge attacks, but apparently it doesn't keep you safe on all of them. So I have taken a couple hits already, but overall I think this is pretty good, taking damage-wise for a Conquest fight. The worst part about Conquest is, like, his Psychic Tears are pretty much impossible to dodge. Like, the only good way to dodge him is if you're just, like, really far away from him. Which I should be, in all honesty, because I have the lump of coal, so it's actually in my best interest to be far away from bosses. I don't actually know if Psychic Tears can travel through rocks, so I don't know if standing on top of rocks would make me invulnerable to them or what. Conquest also has a really bad habit of going off the screen, like he just did there, which is really annoying to deal with, obviously. But of course, I knocked him back right into me, so he keeps doing his charge attack, which is annoying. I'm getting a bit of lag here. Like, I don't know exactly what's going on. I know that Isaac isn't the best rendered game of all time, but still, I shouldn't have this much lag. And we do get the white pony, but I already have the ability to fly, so there's no point in taking that. Oh, I forgot my card. That was stupid. Well, Hopefully no one will get too mad in the comments, but you know, I would have just used the Emperor's card against Mom's Heart anyway, and Mom's Heart is fairly easy, so I should be able to, you know, defeat Mom's Heart without the Emperor's card. Even, I mean, I do have Ace of Spades, so maybe I'll get another card drop, but even if I don't get another card drop, I should be completely fine, even without the Emperor's card. But that was pretty stupid of me, pretty poor play. As well as getting hit by all these tiers, that is another thing that's very poor play. And we find Chubb. No thanks, Chubb. I will pass. So I'm going to leave that room, and hopefully I won't have to come back there, although I might. But I do want to access that secret room, which is why I went there, but I can just access the secret room the other way. Okay, so I don't want to be hit by that doppelganger, but I took him out without taking any damage. I just need to start doing some rooms without taking damage, because I've been taking damage on so many rooms. We get a card here. It's the Emperor. Perfect. Okay. That's exactly what I wanted. I will not be using that this floor. I will be using that next floor, however. And that very well could be a lifesaver. I was kind of hoping that I would find a fortune teller machine in this room. If I could run across a fortune teller machine at some point, that would be epic. But I do need a few more rooms before the location of the boss room ends up getting revealed to me by the crystal ball. So I do have to survive a few more rooms. Hopefully, you know, I can avoid taking damage in said rooms, but we'll see how it goes. This room is kind of annoying. It's going to take like all my Isaac clutch dodging skills that I've learned throughout the years. Well, I haven't even been playing this game for years. It's been more like months, but kind of the same thing. It just sounded a little more, bit more epic. Why couldn't it have been a soul heart? I don't know. I have no use for red hearts. They are pointless to me. I'm pretty sure that pill is a tears down, but we'll check it. Yes, it is a tears down. So as good as that sounds, I'm actually going to pass on that pill. And I have a feeling that the boss room is down this way. I don't know why. It's that inner compass. It just lets me know sometimes what's up. So hopefully the boss room is down this way. And if it's not the end of the world. We'll check some more paths. But if it is, that was so stupid. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. So I am within like seeing my own health range, which is not a position I want to be in at all. But unfortunately, I am in that position. There's not a whole lot I can do about it. Okay, so we fight double gluttony here. We could get a health upgrade from this guy, so I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. And I don't want to access that curse room. But I do want to kill these double gluttonies, and if I could get a health upgrade from them, that would be awesome. The only other thing that they drop is red hearts, which I really have no use for. So that would not really be awesome. But I gotta say, like, overall, I think I've done really poorly. I was playing very well, and then for whatever reason, actually, when I got to the room, I've just not been playing well at all. And we don't get the, well, moon card. That's useless. I already know where the secret room is, but now we know where the boss room is. And, yeah, I'm just taking a lot of damage here, so it's starting to get in the danger range where I don't know if I'm going to win anymore. I mean, of course, as soon as I shouldn't take too much damage on the Mom's Heart fight. And then I can teleport directly to the devil once I do take out Mom's Heart, so with this Emperor card, but still it's getting to the point where, you know, danger range, I gotta really stop taking damage. For whatever reason, I've just been taking a lot of damage on the womb, and you know, like lately when I've been playing, I've been doing a lot better with not taking damage on the womb, but for whatever reason, this game has not been the case. I guess I haven't really played Isaac for like 3 days now, so that's kind of my excuse. I've actually only played, this is my second Isaac run in the past week, not even joking. That's how much I pre-record, because I have been uploading Isaac like every single day. That's another tears down, but I got to that point where, you know, I played so much Isaac that I just had tons and tons of games to, you know, already recorded to upload, so I just had tons and tons of pre-recorded footage, so I didn't even have to worry about playing Isaac for a while. I think I got a little bit complacent with that. I'm just going to go ahead and take out that Doppel, and then take out you, and if you would drop me a soul heart, if you would be so kind. Well, a key, that's not very helpful, and it doesn't look like I'm going to get any more crystal ball recharges this entire floor. I gotta say, if I picked up like a Nun's Habit or a battery or something that made this crystal ball charge faster, this game would probably be in the bag at this point, because I would have had so many more soul hearts / cards that could have been extremely helpful from the crystal ball, but unfortunately that just didn't work out. My shops this run weren't that great, although I did have that really epic Mom's coin purse, so I can't complain too much. And we're just about ready to take out or fight the Mom's Heart. again, you know, my health is just not looking in a great situation right now. So hopefully I can like take out Mom's heart with taking little to no damage, and hopefully she can drop me like 5 soul hearts when I actually win the fight. That would be epic. Alright, we have plenty of bombs, so it's in my best interest to use those bombs to help me fight Mom's heart. Especially like against the knights and all. It's very, very important that I do that. Like against the night waves, especially when I have like no, you know, followers or anything to help me take out those knights. I really gotta, oh my goodness, I can't believe I got hit there. That is minus soul hearts, so really, really dangerous looking at the moment. I don't know. I went from thinking that, oh yeah, I have this challenge in the bag, no problem, to now, I'm in trouble. I thought I had like a lot more health than I thought I had a lot more health than I actually wound up having, so we'll put that bomb now right in the middle of those knights. That was clutch, did a ton of damage to the knights. But anyway, yeah, like I went from thinking, you know, I have this run in the bag, I'm finally gonna beat this stupid challenge and just be done with it forever, to I don't know if I'm gonna win, and I really don't. You know, it's getting to that point. It's dangerous. But I should easily be able to win this Mom's heart fight. It's more just the devil fight. Like, I have had fights against the... Chub. Alright, so it's probably a good idea to use bombs to help me out. In my case of fighting Chub, I got hit there again, of course, because I always get hit. It's me. Chub should almost be dead by this point. Like, I'm doing a good amount of damage, and he doesn't really have a ton of health. So we just want to make sure we dodge these guys and take them out. And slap down a bomb. And again on the knights, took out all 4 of them. That's absolutely clutch. So Mom's heart has now popped down, which means that she'll stay down for the rest of the fight. She still will spawn some enemies, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. I should just be able to do damage against her. That was so close to me being hit there. Should just be able to straight up do damage against her for the rest of the floor, rest of the fight, and she is down just about. Boom. Okay, so unfortunately I wound up not getting any soul hearts after defeating Mom. We'll head down to the devil. You know, I will do one room just to get this crystal ball fully recharged. Double low key. Do I want to do this room or do I want to run? Yeah, I'm not doing this room. I'm sorry. It's not the most difficult room in the world, but at the same time, it's not the best room in the world. Oh my goodness. Dual horseless headman. This is not really a room that I want anything to do with either, but oh my goodness, they're traveling opposite directions. When that happens, this room becomes way more difficult than it needs to be. Okay, I think this room essentially has just cost me this run. Unless I find something incredibly epic in the secret room, I think I can safely say that this is probably a failed run due to this incredibly, unreasonably difficult room. So yeah, I mean, dual horseless headman is just not a fun time. So I can pretty much take 4 hits in the entire devil fight, unless this room pays out, and it doesn't, it's greed. So good luck me, I guess. We'll see how this goes. Place a bomb down. Perfect, timed that absolutely perfectly. And yeah, he's faster than me, so I'm pretty much screwed. There's not a whole lot I can do at this point. So, I'm just so pissed off, man. I have to do this stupid challenge again. I've already done this challenge about 8 times. No, I'm not exaggerating. I've done this 8 times already. And every time I play this challenge, like, okay, I fight the devil off challenge. You know, I win pretty easily, you know, with Isaac a lot. And then I fight him on challenge, and for whatever reason, he's just, like, impossible. I don't know. But. So... The Fallen is pretty much the bane of my existence. There's no way I'm going to beat this entire run without taking a single hit. I thought that the Guppy's Paw would give me enough health to continue on the entire rest of the run, no problem. I thought that would be the case, but apparently it was not. I should at least be able to like save my pride and dignity to some point and get to like 3rd phase devil, because 2nd phase devil is really, really easy. But will I be able to survive bomb leeches and stomping foot without taking a single heart of damage? Probably not, but we'll see how it goes, I guess. I could potentially absolutely clutch this out and go the rest of the fight without taking a hit, but I think the odds of that happening are pretty low. So, oh man, I'm so mad. I have to do this challenge again. I've tried this challenge so many times already. Like, I think I've uploaded 4 videos of this challenge, and I've done 4, possibly even 5 videos to this challenge, not on camera. It's just, and I gotta say, the next challenge that I have to do after this, the Purist, you have to do the same thing, but you actually have to beat Isaac. I don't even know if I'm ever gonna beat that without, I don't know, like finding Epic Fetus or something. But that's about all for this video. Came so close, so close, but just horrible play on the womb screwed me. So yeah, farewell.